Hi viewers, welcome back again to the class. We are still dealing with our topic, human body, the circulatory system. In the previous uploaded videos, we talked about the blood, about the components of blood and their function. On our previous lesson that we did last, we talked about the blood vessels. There are three blood vessels, the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries, which are the smallest blood vessels. We discussed about the differences between the arteries and veins. In the last uploaded video, you can go there in my YouTube channel, Digital Teacher Benson Kabacha, and you're going to get the explanation and the summary notes of the differences between the arteries and the veins. And you shall also see the summary of the capillaries, which are the smallest blood vessels. In this lesson, we are going to discuss, or we are going to learn about the heart, which we talk about the mammalian heart. Remember, the circulatory system is made up of the blood, which we have already covered, the blood vessels, which we have already covered in our previous lesson, and today we are going to talk about the heart. Learners, if you are told to define what is the heart, you shall say that the heart is the pumping organ in the body. You can further say that the heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood to all parts of the body. The heart is divided into four chambers. The heart is divided into four chambers. We have the upper chambers, which are known as the auricles. We have the lower chambers, which are known as the ventricles. These chambers are also named according to the side they are located. We have the chambers which are on the left, they are called the left auricles. We have the chambers which are on the right, they are called the right auricles, the right ventricles, and the left ventricles. With me, learners, I have the diagram which well illustrates the mammalian heart. The mammalian heart, as you can see it on the diagram within my video, we have the heart. This heart is connected to four main blood vessels. These main blood vessels are the vena cava, which is the main vein, which carries deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body to the heart and drains the blood to the right auricle. We also have the pulmonary artery, the only artery that carries deoxygenated blood, that pumps blood from the right ventricle to the lungs, where when the blood reaches the lungs, carbon dioxide is breathed out and the blood combines with oxygen to become oxygenated blood. We also have the pulmonary vein, which carries blood from the lungs back to the heart. Remember, the pulmonary vein is the only vein that carries oxygenated blood. And lastly, we have the aorta, which is the main artery that carries blood from all parts, from the left ventricle to all parts of the body. Learners, with me you have the four chambers that we have listed. The right auricle, connected to the vena cava. The right ventricle, connected to the pulmonary artery. The pulmonary vein, connected to the lungs. And the aorta, connected to the left ventricle. I want us to discuss how the blood flows from the body to the heart, from the heart to the lungs, from the lungs back to the heart, from the heart back to all parts of the body, and the cycle continues. Let's start from all parts of the body. The blood flows from all parts of the body, which is the deoxygenated blood, to the heart through the vena cava. The deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body flows to the heart through the vena cava, which is the main vein. The deoxygenated blood enters the right auricle. The right auricle is connected to the right ventricle through the valves. Remember the work of the valve. The work of the valve is to prevent the backflow of the blood. So the blood from the right auricle enters through the right ventricle through the valves. The right ventricle is semi-muscular because it pumps blood through the pulmonary artery to the lungs. The right ventricle pumps blood through the pulmonary artery to the lungs. On reaching the lungs, two things take place. 1. Carbon dioxide is removed through breathing. In return, the blood combines with oxygen to become oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood is rich in oxygen and it is bright in color. From the lungs, the blood goes back to the heart through the pulmonary vein, the only vein that carries oxygenated blood. The blood enters the left auricle. The left auricle is connected to the left ventricle, again through the valve, which also prevents the backflow of blood. The blood enters the left ventricle. The left ventricle is the most muscular chamber of the heart, and this is because the left ventricle pumps blood to all parts of the body through the main artery known as the aorta. The left ventricle, we have said, is the most muscular chamber because it pumps blood through the aorta, which is the main artery, to all parts of the body. And this blood is the oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood now then flows to all parts of the body. As it flows to the part of the body uses the oxygen. In return, it gets carbon dioxide, which again flows back to the heart through the vena cava, and the circulation continues. So in simple terms, or in a summary form, we can say the structure of the heart is as follows. 1. The right auricle receives deoxygenated blood from the body through the vena cava. The right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs through the pulmonary artery, the only artery that carries deoxygenated blood. The left auricle receives oxygenated blood from the lungs through the pulmonary vein, the only vein that carries oxygenated blood. The left ventricle, which is the most muscular chamber, has thick muscular wall since it pumps blood to all parts of the body through the aorta. Learners, with this diagram, you can be told to name the blood vessels from your left to the right as follows. From the far left, it is the vena cava, which is the main vein, followed by the pulmonary artery, the only artery that carries deoxygenated blood, followed by the aorta, which is the main artery that pumps blood to all parts of the body, and the pulmonary vein, which is the only vein that carries oxygenated blood. So learners, With these blood vessels, the vena cava, the pulmonary artery, the aorta, and the pulmonary vein, you can see how they are arranged. The right auricle, the right ventricle, the left auricle, and the left ventricles. Remember we say that the auricles are the upper chambers, their work is to receive blood. The ventricles are the lower chambers, their work is to pump blood out of the heart. So with this diagram, learners, you can be able to answer any question. I want again to recap on how the blood flows from the heart to the body and back to the heart. We have said that the blood flows from all parts of the body to the heart through the vena cava, which is the main vein. The blood enters the right auricle. The right auricle is separated by the right ventricle through the valve. So the blood enters from the right auricle to the right ventricle through the valve. In the right auricle, the blood is pumped to the lungs through the pulmonary artery, the only artery that carries deoxygenated blood. The blood reaches the lungs, where carbon dioxide is breathed out first. The blood combines with oxygen. The blood has hemoglobin. When the blood combines with oxygen, it forms a substance known as oxhemoglobin, which is bright red in color. The oxygenated blood from the lungs flows back to the heart through the pulmonary vein, the only vein that carries oxygenated blood. The blood enters the left auricle. The left auricle is connected to the left ventricle by the valve where the blood passes. The left ventricle is the most muscular chamber that pumps blood to all parts of the body through the aorta. The circulation then continues like that. Learners, with the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood, you can answer any question using the previous uploaded videos about the circulatory system. Listen carefully, then you'll be able to answer all the questions. That marks the end of our topic about the circulatory system. I hope it will be very beneficial to you as you listen and watch. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Digital Teacher Benson. Thank you for watching.